We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to your live boxing ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to your live. Okay. Terence Bud Crawford, he's getting real serious. It's about to get real spooky. Canelo Alvarez, payday, you want payday, I know that, versus Terence Crawford. And in this video, I'm going to break down some recent video and picture of Terence Crawford has emerged. He is in the process of quietly bulking up. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So, you know your boy Ego is going to take you through it. So gather around, hit like on the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Ego Weight Watchers, aka EW, where I give you a look into the fighter lifestyle, before, after, and progress pics, especially when they have an upcoming fight. Now, the details a bit shaky, is looking a little bit sus. They said the fight was taking place September 12th, then they said September 13th, and now everything went radio silent. So as of me recording this video, I really haven't heard any updates. Venue, ticket sales, is the fight still on? You know, what date? Are they moving the date? Many questions. However, Terence Crawford has been out and about, and he's done some speaking engagements and whatnot. He is definitely bulking up because he has the Canelo fight that is supposed to be getting done. Now, Canelo is not going to give him any breaks, any passes. Canelo wants Crawford to move all the way to 168, fight, no rehydration clause, all that good stuff. So Bud has to take it serious and bulk. I don't know why Bud has decided to not do any tune-ups. I mean, I think I have an idea, but it's just speculation. So I'll probably say that for another video. But, you know, he wants the Canelo fight. It's the pay fight. And here we are. But throughout this video, you will see clips and videos or whatever of Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford, these are recent pictures and videos that I'm going to be showing in the next few seconds in this video, and he's looking like he's bulking up. You've seen some of the pictures at the beginning. Everything in this video to this point have been recent pictures of Terence Crawford. Now, one thing that really stood out for me was when he was next to Cruiserweight Jai Opetaia, and you guys will see it on the screen right now. So again, this is a cruiserweight, and Terence Crawford last fought at 154 pounds. This other angle gives you kind of some perspective, right? So when I'm looking at this picture, Terence Crawford, obviously he's smaller than the cruiserweight, but he doesn't look mad small, mad frail next to somebody who is a cruiserweight weighing over 200 pounds, right? So he's definitely, like, just look up at the face, like the head size, pause. And Terence Crawford, like, for example, if you would put a cruiserweight next to NOA, he's going to look tiny. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying is Terence Crawford, given that he's at 154 and he only has one fight there. So really his career's been at 47. If you put a lot of other 147 pounders next to a guy like Jai Opetaia, I think they're going to look a lot smaller and a lot less massy and a lot less dense. So Crawford definitely is filling out and putting on some weight as he gears up and gets ready for this Canelo Alvarez fight. And throughout this video, you're going to see more pictures, recent pictures of Terence Crawford. Now, if you like this style of video, it is very simple. I don't ask for much. Show your appreciation by leaving a comment, throwing a like on the video, share the video. We get by by word of mouth. So the more people that express how they feel about my content, the more content I'm able to produce ultimately. Thank you. And back to Crawford. I have him in these various pictures because I want you guys to really look at Terence Crawford next to, he's taking pictures with fans and stuff like that. But these are different builds and different size men, and Terence Crawford is next to him. And you're looking at it outside of Jai Opataya, who's a cruiserweight. Well, I already went over that. Crawford not looking small next to really anybody in any of these pictures. Like, yeah, some people are taller than him and stuff like that, but in terms of mass and frame and size, he's not looking like Hasbulla next to any of these guys, which is good because he's moving up all this weight. Now, me personally, I really don't like the weight class jumping that we're seeing in modern boxing. That's my personal taste. Yeah, some people have done it and been successful with it, but ultimately, I think weight classes exist for a reason. So more often than not, I definitely prefer when fighters move up intelligently and acclimate. But I think Terence Crawford, he's at a position where opportunity, money, and years in the game and stuff like that, he's kind of looking to cash in on something big. For so many years in Crawford's career, like when he was with Top Rank, he was a great fighter, is a great fighter, but wasn't really getting a lot of the high profile fights that would have made him maybe a bigger star. The Danny Garcias, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, even though he later fought Errol Spence, I'm talking about he didn't fight Errol Spence pre-accident, things like that. So he didn't get the Pacquiao fight. You know, there was really no reason why he couldn't get the Pacquiao fight. At a point, they were both with Top Rank, and Crawford said he wanted it, and they said that was the game plan, yet the fight never happened. I want to, I believe, you know what I mean? And now Pacquiao, age 46, is back, and the bridge is gone. You know, that fight is done because Pacquiao's 46. He's definitely small, and Crawford's moving in a whole different direction weight-wise. So Pacquiao would look for the Barrioses and probably Rolly, fights like that at his age. Crawford moving up in weight, you know, it looks like he's doing his best to make that functional. And I think a lot of people will be surprised that he's not as tiny as some people think. You know, people keep talking about he was a lightweight and stuff like that. But here's the thing. I followed Crawford's career. I was at a lot of his fights, you know, even in Omaha and in Nebraska. And I think when Crawford was at 135, that's where he looked kind of skinny and wiry and stuff. Probably a hard weight cut. That's, again, Jai Opataya and Crawford, so you guys can see. And 135, I think that weight cut was pretty extreme. I remember in the Gamboa fight, he ballooned up pretty big in that particular fight, things like that. But as I tell you guys all the time, as a man becomes a man for real, it changes. Things change. Like your metabolism slows. We know Crawford is a gym rat and a hard worker. So it's easier for him to put on weight, I think, as opposed to when he was at 135. When he was at 135, it looked like, and even maybe 140, it looked like Crawford had to, like, it looked like he could probably eat, and couldn't keep weight on. With his metabolism and his work ethic, he probably couldn't keep weight on. But once you hit that 30 mark, early 30s or so, right, things change, and Crawford is pushing 40, right? He's going to be 38 in September. So with his work ethic and gym, I think now he's able to keep mass on him as opposed to in his 20s where it looked like he couldn't keep the weight. Like, and I know a lot of people like that. I was like that, where when I'm in my 20s, I literally couldn't, I could eat whatever I want, and it was hard to gain weight or to gain muscle. Like if I went to the gym and I start developing, my muscles got bigger, I feel like I would lose my gains fast if I stopped going to the gym. You know what I mean? Where some people, they can stop going to the gym and they still have maintain some of that size. So this version of Crawford definitely going to be dangerous for Canelo Alvarez. I have to look at his reach, but he's looking like he's not as, don't get it twisted. Canelo is bigger and thicker. You look at Canelo's neck and his calves and stuff like that. Canelo is bigger and more massy, but here's the thing. Crawford is not as small as people are thinking. And when it comes to Crawford's ability and reach and ring IQ and ability to use his foot, he might be able to give Canelo a lot of problems. You know, the biggest thing is undoubtedly Canelo will catch you. And with this added weight, how are you going to feel? Or the other thing for Crawford is you might feel great for 4 or 5 rounds, but then when you get punched on a little bit and you start to naturally fatigue, then how do you look? You know what I mean? So I think that's the biggest question. If Terence Crawford looks like he does in these pictures and he's able to carry that weight and is functional and he's not getting tired, because don't get it twisted, Canelo gets tired in back halves of fights, right? There's many fights I could think of where Canelo kind of got tired in the second half of the fight. So all that would spell trouble. So there are a couple things that are becoming more intriguing about this fight, and it's really to do with weight and stamina and carrying weight and how Canelo deals with someone who's skillfully better than him, although lighter. You know, I feel like once I see how the fight is going, like what I'm actually watching, early on, I'll be able to tell you what type of fight it's going to be. That's how I feel. But you don't really know until when somebody's moving up radically. You don't know everything, because Canelo is a very good fighter, but Crawford is special, and you know, he has the willingness to win, and he's very stubborn. So, and he's catching Canelo at a great time where Canelo is definitely slowed down and doesn't look as hungry to me. He looked pathetic versus William Skull. So there's some variables in there like that make it actually more intriguing than if this fight were at a different point. At a different point, it would have probably been more unrealistic. But when you start putting father time, hunger, and, you know, certain time, I tell you all the time, in boxing, timing is everything. And I think this is one of those fights. It's kind of like De La Hoya versus Manny Pacquiao. Yes, Manny Pacquiao moved up 2 weight classes, but De La Hoya had gotten knocked out by B-Hop at like middleweight, came back down in weight. He's trying to make 147 to fight Pacquiao. And the timing of that was De La Hoya's last fight, as you guys know, right? Or you should know if you know your boxing. So Crawford could be getting Canelo really at a great time, as opposed to the Canelo that Amir Khan fought, right? Canelo's made a lot of money, and Crawford, he's stubborn. You have to put him in his place as a fighter, and if you can't, and if you don't want to go tip, you just have to be prepared for all things, you know what I mean? But on the flip side, if Crawford lands like bombs on Canelo, and Canelo, who has shown a granite chin thus far in his career, if he's taking the punches like Scooby snacks, like it ain't nothing, then that's going to be a long night for Terence Crawford. But Bud looks like he's bulking up in a sensible way and putting on size. I wanted to make this video. Let me know what you guys think. And if you want to stream like your boy Ego, use my affiliate link in the description, StreamYard. StreamYard is how I bring the streams to you guys. It has a lot of dope features, easy to use. You don't have to be a graphic designer. You can get up and running same day. And that's one thing that I really like about it for you guys. So make sure you guys use the link in the description to get StreamYard. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.